Hello, my ghouls, goblins, and werewolves of the underworld. DR.Z here today, and before we start, I want to say something why I haven't posted in a freaking month. It is because I had to get a tooth pulled, which was really fun, still recovering, but after that, I had to go on a little work mission, and then more work popped up after that. Damn. I gotta pay the bills, you gotta pay the bills. But that's not why we're here today. So, another thing I also want to say is stick around, because at the end of the video, I'll be saying something pretty interesting as a reward for all my viewers. That's right, I got a reward for all of you, if we can manage to get a certain goal. That's a little hint. But enough of that, before I spoil it. We are talking about videos, that's right. Have you ever wondered, how do I make my content? And how could I make my content like yours, or make content in general? Well, today I'll be teaching you that. That is right, today DR.Z teacher is in the house. So today I'll be teaching you my methods and some of the tools I use to make content. Now, I won't be covering too many of the tools because, well, I don't know. I'm still beginning. I still learn everything with my tools and stuff I'm equipped with right now. But I do recommend watching some videos and really studying it up, because I love doing this for you and all my viewers. So let's begin. So as you can tell right now, where we're recording is OBS Studios. So as you can tell, there's a lot of tools and there's a lot of buttons. It looks intimidating at first. It's not, because you got your teacher here and I'm teaching you my method, and it's simple and easy. And it's actually straightforward too. Okay, let's talk about display capture. Now, this is where you will be seeing your content. This is as big as your content is. So practically, if I hit record and I'm like recording Subnautica, there we go. There's an example. It will be in this little display capture. Now let's move on to your mic. Let's say you want to hear your beautiful voice, like yours truly. This is where your mic comes into play. As you can tell, you can see it going up to 25, which I put a filter in. Now, there are other videos to teach you that. I really ain't going to teach you that today because I kind of forgot. But there are many people that are willing to help too. But back on to the other one. Next, we got your cam. Yeah, your cam. I almost forgot about audios. The desktop audio is where all your content's sounds will be going through. Let's say we're playing Resident Evil Biohazard. It will be recording your audio there too. Not your voice, but the in-game audio. Yes. So now that we have that, let's get back to the cam. Now, it's simple, straightforward. After you get your webcam or one of your cameras set up so that you can record your face, it'll be right here. You will have to add it by clicking this plus sign. You can also remove them by clicking remove selected source. You also have your open source properties, and that will open the properties of what you are using. You also can click here and you will be able to click what microphone or what you're using to record your voice practically. Alright, next we're going to something that might help the live streamers. Yes, that's right. If you live stream, this will help too, because this supports it. So simply go to mode. You have mode, you got your window. You got 3 different modes. You got full screen, specific window, and foreign window with hotkey. Those are your specific capture modes. Then you got your window mode. Now this is what we'll be recording. Again, let's take Biohazard for example. So let's say I'm playing Biohazard. It will pop up here. You click here, bada bing, bada boom. As you can see, I already got a certain tool that will be crucial to the tasty, juicy content that you see on there, on my channel. Okay, now that we've gone over all the tools, and let's start with some of the buttons. Now, the buttons are pretty straightforward. After you've linked your Twitch account to OBS, I think I can actually show you in settings. Okay, so practically accessibilities, no, streaming, here we go. No, there we go, streaming, there we go. You click stream, you click here to Twitch, and it's simple as it can be. Then it will possibly say connect or something. It will connect to your account, and there you go. You're connected to Twitch, and you can live stream by just simply clicking it. You also got virtual camera. I haven't played much with that, so you might have to play around with that if you want. That's your project if you want to play with it. Now that let's say that you beautiful people out there have finally made some juicy content and you want to spread the beautiful content to other people. Well, it's time to move on to our next thing. Editing. That's right. Let's move on to DaVinci Resolve. Voila! Welcome to DaVinci Resolve. Now, I don't really have a clip or anything here, so this test of the green screen, like I said, I'm still testing it myself, but I'm teaching you as well. So today we are looking at a test of green screen, which I took in Gary's mod. That's right. And I will be teaching you how to possibly use it. I know a trick to remove the green screen. Okay, so let's first look at our tools. Now, some of these tools are exactly the same or it's the same as, but can be easily used. So, media is practically where your clips go in your pictures. This is cut where you can actually do most of your editing-ish. It is very limited to actually what editing can do in the actual editing tool. But in here, you pretty much get to do the same things. Now, we're going to do a couple tests here. Now, follow along. Okay, let's say we want to cut out this piece right here where my mouse is. Okay, press right click on the clip that you want to be cut or split. Now go up to split. Press split. Now go over again to the part that's split. Right click it and press cut. Now let's say you didn't want to cut that piece out. Simple, easy fix. Press Control, then hold down Control and press Z. Now let's say we want to fix that little line we made from splitting it. Just keep holding Control and then press Z. Or you can hold it down and press Z again. Bada bing, bada boom. Alright, now that we know what those do, we will be moving on to Edit. Now, Edit has more tools, but like I said, you can do the exact same thing. You have this tool which practically just... Oh. Huh. I see. Well, occasionally you can actually just do what we did here. I'll just show you. I'll just show you. So practically, as you can see right here, it does that exact thing as it does there. You practically can move the frames in however you want. and so forth. Next, we have the razor. Now, it's just splitting it. Now, there's a tool that I haven't really used, so I can't really say much about it. But this is called Fusion. Now, Fusion, I think, is like the next tool coming up, color, which we'll be going to now. I really wish I could say more about this, but I don't really use it. Alright, so color is very, very, very important if you're going to be doing any adult-themed games. That's right, if you are playing an adult-themed game or if you do manage to play a game and there's a certain unacceptable moment, you can either cut the clip out or blur the hell out of it. Or take in a image to it and there you go. So practically this is your safe, like your cleaning tool or even your green screen removing tool. So let's begin. I will do a few things. We're going to be blurring my face. We're not going to be, I don't like it, we're going to blur it. You just pick your shape you want. Then you go to here, which is called blur. Make sure this is up. And bada bing, bada boom. It is blurred. You can't see my ugly smug, as you can tell, and so forth. The power of color. I wonder what happens if we, sweet mother. Alright. Now let's say you want to get rid of the green screen. Simple. Alright. Go over here. I will also leave a video in the description of how I learned this part, because at least I remember that. Now, right click on this part right here. Add alpha output. See this blue little square? Take it. Bada bing, bada boom. Link it up. Go here to the dropper. Make sure this dropper, the picker is always picked first. Now, click it. Don't worry. If it does this, go down to invert and press it. Bada bing, bada boom. Your green screen's out of the way. See? Like I said, this green screen is really just a test. So I plan by the time you see this or something, I've already been working on a better one. Yes. Alright. Let's begin with audio. Now let's say you have some audio that ain't good. Now the same thing happens here, but there's a problem. You can't just right click it and it says split. I don't think. Hang on. Elastic way. Nope. So you just simply go to the scissors if you have one, or razor as it's called, and just put on the one you want, and then split it, and then cut it. But be warned. Make sure that you also... Actually, no, you don't have to. That's if you really want to get rid of any bad words so you don't get demonetized. Just make sure you cut out the audio that you want. So like how I showed you, let's do something real quick. We'll make a split here and a split here. Bada bing, bada boom. Do that with audio so that at least you don't get too much of a gray thing. Never delete it after you deleted. Okay, how do I put this? Okay, let me be a little bit more smart here. Zombie brain kicking in. Okay. Practically, don't delete the picture, then the audio. Then it will cause the screen to go green. It's a weird thing. It just happens. And you can fix that with Control and Z and redoing it. But yes. Now it is time to. Okay. Now it is time to work on audio again because I forget something. Now let's say that you do want to increase. You speak like really soft. You're speaking real soft. Let's say you want to enhance that audio, right? Okay, it's simple. Now, obviously, there will be audio files here. You can add tracks, which are your audio tracks, and so forth. Let's say this is me. Okay. It's nice to keep everything nice and organized. What in the heavens is that? Warnings? But back to the point. It's nice to keep everything nice and organized and named because at least you know which is what audio that you put in here. So let's say you're too quiet. Don't worry, just increase the volume. Now, I don't recommend putting it to 10 plus unless you have a really soft mic. But then you got to take into account the desktop audio output, which will be interesting. Don't worry, the main audio is like your main audio. This is the main audio. Or something. But yes. So now that you know about everything, we're going to do a quick little refresher. That is right, I will be quickly refreshing everyone's brain. Okay, we'll start with splitting. Right click. Press split. Now let's start with the cutting. Right click. Cut. Good. Now let's undo our problem. Control Z. Let's do it again. We don't want that line. Control Z. Alright. Now, let's blur our face. Circle. There. Blur. All the way. Good. Now, I also forgot to say a few things, so here's a little quick thing. Let's say you want to zoom into my face. Click the thing you want to zoom into, and look at zoom. Just hold a little arrow will appear, and you can zoom in and out. There you go. Now let's say you don't that you want to fix this. Just click this arrow. This is the position of where it will be. Like so. So you can change the position to where you see fit. Now let's say you want to flip it. Boom. Let's see if we can do a disco dance. Yeah. There you go. Doing the disco. Let's do it upside down. Boom. Easy as that. You got your flips. These are called flips. And this will flip your image how you want it. Or video. Up to you. Alright. Time for the last and most crucialist thing to make this divine dish of content an absolute masterpiece. Deliver. It's our last tool. I was saving it for the end. For a reason. Alright, so deliver is where your product that you've been working countless hours on, countless days, countless weeks, maybe. Who knows? Oh, you're at your time period. You go here to render it for its final procedure to be uploaded to YouTube so that everyone in the world can see your delicious content, sink their teeth into it. So, let's begin. Now, I won't be covering all of the others here because, well, like I said, I only know so much. I recommend, again, look up some videos and study it. It's really good. And I will be leaving the green screen which I learned a couple days back before recording this, because like I said, I'm still learning too. But back to the point. So let's say, obviously, you want to go to YouTube. Simply, you just click on the format that you're going to upload it, and so forth. Click it. They all do different things. I haven't really done too much, so I don't know much about it. Now let's say you want to change the name of it. I almost forgot this. Let's say you named it something you didn't want to name it. Simple. Just go to deliver. When you're actually done editing, put the name that you want. Let's call this DR.Z's back. Oh, make sure check your work constantly. Back rooms. There you go. And then put in the dark. Simple as that. Now you can change your resolution to however you want it, your frame rate, your format, your video codec or whatever, and you may like your audio codec, data burn, and all that. It is up to you how you want it. Now that you've finally got it, you're going to hit browse, or location of where your video is going. Now this is practically like I have a folder purely for YouTube videos where I stick them into. So once you put them in your special folder, easy peasy, you're not done yet. Just click add to render queue and then press start render. So after it starts rendering, it will get to 100%, and that is when it is done. Well guys, that's about it. That's my method. It's as easy as can be. If you have any questions, my friends, my ghouls, my goblins, my werewolves, you name it, my monsters of the underworld, and humans, and others. Anyone who has a question, leave a comment. I will try my best. Now, I'm my best to answer them as clear and likely as possible. But yes, now it is time for your reward. That is right. I'm giving you all a little reward if we can manage to do one thing. Here goes nothing. If we can reach 1K subscribers, I, DR.Z, swear I will reveal my face. That is right. I will show my true face if we get 1K subscribers, okay? And I will show you everything about my face. Well, my ghouls, goblins, and werewolves of the underworld, that is all the time we have for today. I know the video was kinda short. Sorry. But I already have some content picked out for next video. Better start working on it. Later, my undead. Peace, and remember, stay undead.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind?